Hello and welcome back. This is Insti and I'm continuing the Pillars of Eternity. Well, last episode we dealt with Consul Horde. We killed him on the Siege of Crackhold, which, to be honest, I'm quite surprised we managed to deal with that, but we did it. Anyways, this episode we are finally going back to the base game. So what do we have? We have... we need to go to the Clîaban Rilag, and we have the return to court. I'll probably start with that. But we have other things to do. I sort of did something already. I checked my armors. Hopefully I will never get better, but for Sagani I will still keep the hand and key. I enchanted it with the White Forge, so she should be faster. I think I did the same with the Durance. Yes, because I think this is probably the unique armor I'm gonna use for him rest of the game, most likely. Let's hope so. And Aloth, also I made his armor Durgan reinforced armor, so faster is better, as we are talking about spell. And I'm fairly sure that this is the light armor we are going to use with him. Now, especially with Sagani, I went through my armor. This was no, it wasn't this. This is Maneha's armor. What the hell am I looking at? No, still. Golden Scale. No, that was one I was thinking too, but. No. I was thinking whether to give Sagani light armor, because it also gives defense against charmed and confused 25, 10 against dominated. Recovery speed would be minus 15%, so it would be more faster. But I still kind of want to have her some protection. So both are exceptional, so we would lose damage reduction. But, well, it is what it is. Oh, wait. Checking one thing. You were using light armor. Maybe I should go with the item type. No, this really didn't help me at all. I'll have to sell. We will do that, of course, off camera. These are medium armors, and this would be a light armor section, I guess. No, I kinda like those less of stun duration, less of knockdown duration, because no. Overall, I don't feel this is that good for Durance. Maybe. Nah, I'm fairly certain that is better for Durance, at least for me now. Now, my next plan, of course, sell stuff. I'm gonna take another person to our group, because we kind of need to keep her. So we can continue her. You might already guess. Her companion quest. I'm taking a grieving mother, of course. That means a little bit more micromanaging and learning again. But I was thinking whether I should take Sagani out. But I kind of like to have a ranged person, and Sagani is quite good with that. Eder, we do need, he can withstand fight quite well. So, well, I can't leave myself out. So I'm kind of leaving Pallegina. We know her main quest will continue too, but we know where it will continue. So it's much easier to take her then. And we probably will keep her more in group later. But overall, she is good, but she's still a bit more squishy than me or Eder most of the times. Not always, but most of the times. So I'm gonna change Grieving Mother to this place, but she will be one step down, so not in the front lines. And there's gonna be a bit of a inventory management with Grieving Mother. First, I have to go to what she has and what I have, what I could change, and then of course level ups. So first things first, let's take her in our crew. Palagina, you're out for now, and you are in, oh bloody hell, 5 levels. Yes. So this will be fun. I think I'll check the inventory first. I'll do that first. See what she has, change the things. And once I come back, we probably leveled up the first level. So I'll see you soon. So that took a little while. I bought 1 point in lore, and for a class unlock, Mind Plague destroys an enemy's memory with calculated accuracy, leaving them dazed and confused before rapidly jumping up to 5 other enemies. So dazed 18.6 seconds, confused 7.8 seconds. Applies the same effect as the foe target. We'll see. Range 10 plus 8 meters to jump. So, and for talent, I went to Apprentice Sneak Attack. Nothing else. I'll go to her items once I've done with the level ups, but yeah, it took a little while to get those stuff up for her. Anyways, I digress. Next level. Be right back. Well, I did 1 level up before this, so I just, bloody hell, clicked the next level. So I got point in survival last level, and I think it was stasis field that basically puts one enemy in the stasis. He can't do anything, but nothing can be done to him. And what was the other one? I can't remember. We will find them later. But anyways, I'll continue with the level up and hopefully not pressing the next level. I don't know why I do that. So anyways, be right back. So this time I took 1 level in athletics. Borrowed Instinct, ransacks enemy intellect and perception for energy, causing damage to those enemy attributes while boosting the cipher's defenses and accuracy. So foe target -8 intellect, -8 perception for 38.8 seconds. User +20 melee accuracy, +20 range accuracy, +20 deflection, fortitude, reflex and will. Basically 38.8 seconds. So maybe good. As for talent, I decided to take Brutal Backlash. The Cypher's Psychic Backlash becomes especially traumatic, inflicting a small amount of raw damage to the target on a hit. I don't know if that's good, but I anyways took it. So, a couple levels to go, so I'll be right back. So this time around, I saved points. I didn't get any skills, but as for class unlocks, I got Reaping Knives. The Cypher uses allies' soul to create blades of pure energy that emerge from both hands. The blades do raw damage and generate a focus on Cypher who created them. No idea, but basically I could buy them. And also defensive mind web. By linking his or her mind with those nearby allies, the caster creates a series of defensive links between them. All allies in the mind web use the best defense of anyone in the web. Range 3 meters, that could be quite nice. Anywho, so wait. Oh, she's not in the. Yeah, she's just going for the level 16. So she's not yet there yet. So what was the thing I took? Stasis Shell. So the Cypher is able to isolate a single enemy from the world, leaving them unable to act, but also unable to be affected by outside parties for 31 seconds. That's a quite long time if it works to take out one character out of battle. Although, of course, he is protected, but yeah. Time Parasite was the one. By siphoning power from enemies' souls, the Cypher is able to slow them down and increase his own speed. I'll go through these by myself so I could have some kind of a view what skill she has, because I have no recollection, so I'll be right back. Okay, I checked those, but probably won't remember them. So what I did for Grieving Mother, she got the golden scales. I can't remember what armor she had, but this definitely was a bit better. And for me, she was using medium armor, and for medium armors, this was the better ones I had, I think. Of course, I remember to give her the Rilag mind marker, only usable by Cypher, 10% focus gain. That's the only one I had. I think I have, 6 or 7 boots of speed or something like that. She still has a footpad's hood, +2 stealth, +1 perception. Again, stealth is not that important for her, but the perception is nice. As for gloves, Celebrant gloves, I don't really care about the chance to cast Holy Meditation when hit or critically hit. Again, it's nice, but more about that 10% ability area of effect, because for rings, she has Queen's Band of Union. I put that on. Grants 1 blessing, instills doubt when endurance drop below 80, but more importantly, +4 intellect. And Ring of Deflection. As for shoes, Vietros formal footwear, +3 lore, +4 dexterity, and of course we have the Caros that fills quick items with spirits. That gives +1 constitution for 300. It's at least one encounter, but again, that's not the reason I took it. Basically for lore and dexterity. And she had a regenerating belt, but now she has + might and +2 might, +2 resolve. So there's that. And as for a saber, she has the Flames of Fire Rian. Damage 17 to 25, +20% damage, grants fireball, 3 per rest, 25% burn damage more, and exceptional. I was thinking using the bitter cut. Again, it's nice, especially because it does corrode. But yeah, I'll still go with this. For a small shield, I changed exceptional. She had fine. And still using the St. Garam's Spark. +10 accuracy granted to ally attacking the same target. 25% shock damage. I was tempted. This is still in her inventory. Wait. Yeah, this does a little bit more damage, and it's +20 attack speed. Wait, is it slower? I think it's slower. Wait, no. I guess it's faster. But this has the shock damage bonus, and yeah. But for now, I'd go with the St. Garam's Spark. What else? Wait, what is this? 20 concentration +2 resolve. Oh, that was interesting. I could have given that to her, but oh well. I think that is how we go. Now, how's my groupings? Yeah, this won't do at all. Now, this is what I'm looking for. Now, you are group number 1. I haven't realized I could actually add the core dog in the group number 2. I never had done that. Because somehow I think when I'm choosing Sagani that the dog would automatically be in group number 2, but the dog is checked as a individual, so you could have it in different groups. Anyhow, that's another here, another. Now, anything else? I'm trying to remember. Again, this is a bit slow start. I apologize, but it always takes a little time to go through the characters and what else? Items and whatnot. I'll have to sell. I'll have to sleep. So yeah, I'll do that out of camera again. I'll have to go and sell stuff and sleep. But if something happens, because I kind of don't remember if the Grieving Mother's quest continues when I'm sleeping.
Sure.
Then, well, I'll have to, of course, show it to you guys, but we will see. Anyways, if nothing happens, we will see you once I'm inside the keep, because we need to talk to the messenger. So be right back again. Finally back. So Yeah, I slept, nothing happened, but weird thing is, this person here, General Coach Merchant, who's working for me, basically.
Welcome.
Now he didn't say it, but last time I came here, he said, "Welcome, stranger." How do you not know who am I? Anyways, I digress. I took ingredients from here, and there was some money, quite a lot of different ingredients. But for the magic stuff, I'll leave them there. This is tempting, the Hellback's mold. If I need to copy something, non-soul bound item, of course. This would be amazing if you are thinking you're dual wielding and you have a great weapon and you want to copy that, I would imagine. Or you need 2 war bows or something like that. I'll have to think if I have a need for use that, but probably don't, because at the moment there's not that much overlapping with weapons. And yes, I checked the charges. So it definitely is one time only. So if you use this calling the walls more, the charges go, and that's it. You're not using it anymore. So it's done for at that point. I kinda understand that. Like, we have uses of 3 remembrance of life's warmth. But I don't know. Plus 20 endurance plus what? Well, it's pretty cheap, but that's honestly, why would I even carry this then? I don't know. So, anyways, I digress. There's the palace messenger. Finally, he's been waiting here for who knows how long. Pardon the intrusion, my lord. Chancellor Warren urgently requested that you meet him at the Charred Barrel in Brackenbury. Why would we? Okay. Why remind me who Chancellor Warren is? He's the legal arbiter of Earl Baldur, Lord of the Grasp. I believe you met his acquaintance at the Ducal Palace. I have a faint recollection. It's been almost years and years, because I did quite a lot of stuff between after that. Why isn't the Chancellor meeting me at the palace? Perhaps the Chancellor is meeting with you in an unofficial capacity. It happens from time to time. Sure, okay. Is it about Caed Nua again? I don't know. My apologies, my lord. I am merely a messenger. So I guess we'll go and meet him. And I totally forgot we have a flying skull, which I would like to call Morte. But he's actually a console horde. I probably will keep it, because we can summon Visage of Console Horde, who we killed. I kind of like the idea of calling the last enemy. So what happened? Palace Messenger leaves, Hireling Bayday. And when I sold my stuff, I pretty much got 76,760 copper. So yeah, that's quite a lot of money. Anyways, I'm gonna jump to the Charred Barrel, and once I'm there, we will see you there. This has been a bit awkward start, but hopefully we can get things rolling faster now. So we are back. Here we are. Oh, there was something in the castle. Azura leaves the stronghold. Who is Azura? I have no idea. Supplicant leaving 7 hours. If ignored, minus. Okay, since the escort Lagerta, you can do that. I was thinking when I came here that there's the dominal issue we have been having for a while now. They're sending assassins and whatnot. I think I pay a visit after this to Dominals. I'll check the shop first, and after that, well, we can make a dent in the Dominal groupings. But I digress. Chancellor Warren. Again, this is bit weird. Anyways, let's talk to him. Lord Insti, what brings you to Brackenbury? Put down the ale, old man. You summoned me. I'll look around the room. You realize that the Charred Barrel has gone quiet, and turn to see the last of the patrons quickly disappearing through the front door. A moment later, a group of armed men and women stride into the tavern. So it's a trap. Oh dear, the Chancellor quickly ducks behind the table. The woman leading the armed group lowers her cowl with one hand while keeping the other on a pistol tucked into her belt. You immediately recognize Gathbin's captain. Well, Gathbin's gonna be a has-been soon enough. Now that the sheep have been herded from their pen, you and I can conduct our business, unfortunate as it may be. Emery, you so bold now. I remember you. You were the Lord Captain at the palace. And are you serious? I'll admit you seem quite interested. Alas, duty calls. Why do I ask what do you want? Because it's obvious what she wants. She wants me dead. I think you know. Lord Catherine has ordered your death. She forces a frown. A shame, really. I admire your exploits, even if only half of them are true. Sadly, I have my orders. Catherine will lose. You should work for me. Both are tempting. I'll see if I can go with this way. So Gathbin will lose. You should work for me. That man is swine. I'll be noble. Belt is swine. Her lip curls in vain disgust. Were I to do it again, I doubt I'd have taken in with him. But what's done is done, and Lord Caedmon is as ruthless as he is arrogant. He'll go to great lengths to avenge a betrayal. You really shouldn't worry about Caedmon, because I'd probably kill him quite soonish. What could you offer to make me consider such a risk? A better life serving honorable law? Benevolent? We won't go with that way. A lot less pain. Attack me and I'll make you suffer. Cruel. 2,500 copper pieces. A simple bribe. Walk away and pretend this conversation never happened. That is so cheap if she will accept. I kind of think this will end up us fighting. But that would be... Yeah, I'll go with the a lot less pain. Attack me and I'll make you suffer. I thought tales of your cruelty were exaggerated. Catmin may be a swine, but his cruelty is driven by an ambition. As I look into your eyes, I see darkness of another kind. Deeper, more dangerous. Bloody hell, did it work? But is that enough to best Lord Catmin? That gamble is too rich for my blood. Still, I think I can tell Catmin that you didn't take the bait and never showed up. Here, no need for anyone to die today, eh? She looks to her troops and they nod in agreement. Notice, the day will soon come when you must face Cathmin. I've lived this long by knowing which side to be on. Prove yourself on the battlefield and who knows, until we meet again, Insti. Well, that was unexpected. Warren emerges from beneath his table and smooths the rumpled sleeves of his robe. It does make the strange reports I received from Grasp make more sense in context, however. Go on. Earl Bardemar decided to keep an eye on Lord Gatbin's activities. Gatbin has been hiring a lot of men recently, but for what purpose we can't say. I'd advise you to take extra precaution at Caed Nua. He may be attempting to place spies or saboteurs within your walls. Be wary, Insti. I don't think you've seen Lord Gatbin's endgame yet. He swallows the rest of his ale and gives you a curt nod before heading for the door. Oh, we need to return to Caed Nua. But we will still deal with the Dominals first. And I'll level up. So, what was my cruel? 3. Is 4 maximum? I don't know. But, yeah, I'm fairly certain it depends on your level of cruelty. So if you don't have any, you probably don't work with it. Maybe the money would have worked. Honestly, quite cheap, at least in this situation. Anyways, we'll need to level up a lot, so I'll be right back soon. So for Alot's last level, 1 point in the lore. Basically used all my points. Now I think it's 14. I decided the Lengrad's superior element. Wait. Oh, I was thinking other. Do I need to actually change because somehow I misclicked? This is not bad. 100 point burn damage, 100... Well, basically 100 points burn, freeze, shock, and corrode damage for 42 seconds. For wizard, it's fast. So I kind of keep it. The other one was some kind of a bow, I think. 62 seconds and shoot. But we might have it from other ways. The wizard is protected by elemental shields that guard him or her against burn, corrode, freeze, shock, and damage until they are overwhelmed or the duration expires. That is quite long. And I'm thinking more about when we might deal with the dragons and some of them. So I'll go with that. For talents, I decided to take bonus first level spell. There wasn't really anything I could think of, and more slicken. If I remember to use them, I probably should use them because it's a quite decent spell, even these levels. So anyways, now we do something we was ordered done quite earlier. Like I said, we are going to meet the Numenels. First things first, shop, because maybe there is something I want to buy. Probably not, most likely not. But they've been torn in my backside for too long. Too long, I would say. So maybe a little payback and a little hit. Of course, it won't stop. Stop the assassins to coming against me at times. But yeah, who cares? So you are allowing me to be here. That's fine. So we can check the shop first. Of course, we could go and deal with the other group too, but I don't know if that's needed. So, Rikanta, what do you say?
Hail and well met.
Exceptional. Finris great, +3 dexterity. Honestly, of course, I could buy all of these. Dream Dancer sidestep, +2 dexterity. Cat's Whisper, only usable rogue. We don't have, well, we do. +2 stealth. I think I already have used stealth boots, so that's really nothing I need. Honestly, you don't really sell anything I need. So that's good. So do I start here? Now, let's make a quick save. Usually, I've never done this, but let's do it now. Task failed. Hard feelings. Wait, what is that? Hard feelings. What is that? Honestly, I don't know. Wasn't it that thing where I need to, you know, just kill or beat the character? I'm checking once more. So hard feelings, task. Okay, I'm gonna check it quickly. What was that? Be right back. So indeed, it was the quest which we needed, or task which we needed to do to access the shop in the first place. So I don't know how we failed that because we already dealt with that. Wait. Oh, the guy who's running, he's apparently on our side for now, so... Oh no, I lost reputation, you see. They don't like me anymore. That was actually hilarious that you were fighting for me. Fortunately, these guys don't mind me killing their friends here. Well, you can go here, and you can go here. We'll lose one. Rest, kill that. Yeah, Oh, by the by, your AI, how is it going? Defend self. No, you need to be defensive. I'll have to check. Defensive? Yeah? Bloody hell. Yeah, so far so good.
Yes.
And yeah, everything is fine.
Indeed.
Nope. No. Alot, you probably don't want to go by yourself. Open the door. Changing the card. Yes, but we couldn't do that anyway because we can't join the terminals anymore. So there's that, of course. You got a spell book. Probably nothing we... Well, there's probably nothing we need. No, there definitely is. Alot is much better magician or wizard. Anything hidden around here? Trap, at least, yes.
That's settled.
Quite cheap, but that's okay. Rite of Ancient Legends, money. And the Durwood Part 4, Hatred's Rebellion. We don't need to read that. Oh, nice. Well, something to sell at least, yeah. Definitely lots and lots of stuff to sell. Fine stiletto. Really, guys? Anything else? Nope. So after this, Dominos definitely love me. Well, that was somewhat nice money stash.
I'll see what I can find.
Yeah.
Nope. Move. Take. And just... Yep. Downstairs we go, and let's deal with the rest of the terminals. We are taking the garbage out. Oh. That was fast. Oh, hello. Goodbye. Alright, we can't take anything until we kill everyone, yes? You might want to deal with this now. And you can help. No, you can't because he's already dead. That's too bad. There's something there, yeah.
I can do that.
Balloons, I think. Hello, Dominal Servant. Oh, you want to fight, so... Hello. Alot crits Dominal Servant for 21 crush damage. So that was enough to kill the servant. He or she should really have thought again what to do, but fine. Oh, there's somebody. Another servant? You really shouldn't. You lost reputation house dominant. Moderate? Really? I'd probably lose... Well...
Laying low.
We'll see what's their reputation after we deal with this. Hello there. Goodbye there. Yeah. But again, those servants loyal to the fault. Probably should have thought that second time, but, well... Why didn't you follow me? By the by, where's that? Abjuration? Oh, these are my skills, but where would be the... So many buttons, so hard to see. Don't I have it yet? Secret immolation, yeah, oh, is it only in battle, so I can't see it because Wizards of Console Horde? Maybe. Well, we'll have to check that. Anywho, what's our reputation with Dominals? Scoundrel, extremely bad. Well, I would say so, because after all, we killed them all. Well, all of them in here. Dozens, eccentric. Yeah, dozens, maybe I could kill them, but to be honest, no, they haven't caused me such a trouble like these. Anyways, that's it. We need to go to the Caed Nua. So once I'm in Caed Nua, we will see you there. Interesting to see what the Lord will do to us, or wants to do us. I can't remember, but we will find out. So once I'm in Caed Nua, we will see you there. Okay, here we are. What do we need to do now? Speak to the mob in front of your great hall at Caed Nua. A mob of common folk have gathered in front of the great hall of Caed Nua. They seem incredibly angry about something Lord Gathwin's doing, no doubt. No doubt, yeah. So, I guess they have some grievances and they need me to deal with it. I wouldn't pay, so they set my crops on fire. When my boy tried to stop them, they knocked him over the head. He's alive, but he can't think straight no more. Your boy got lucky, my gods. Good men both got put to the sword after they'd surrendered. I'd paid those thugs what they wanted, but they still took everything I had. There he is. Woman points at you, and all eyes in the crowd turn their hostile gazes upon you. Can I help you people with something? So what is going on here? We want justice. You've been terrorizing us, and we won't stand for it any longer. Well, to be honest, if I would be terrorizing you guys, you come here in my castle, demand justice from me, who's been terrorizing you. I guess you would probably should go for someone else to ask help against me, maybe. Choose your next words carefully. The group eyes you warily. After a few moments, one man in the group elbows another. The second man takes a deep breath and straightens his stance before speaking. You sent your men to my farm to collect crop tax, saying we was overdue. For me, it was a road toll. I've been traveling up and down this way for years, and this was the first time I've heard such a thing. Other people in the crowd chime in with similar stories. What makes you think I sent this man? Those weren't my men. If this happens again, it's not on my orders. You heard it directly from me. So what makes you think I sent this man? They say they were acting on orders from the Lord of Caed Nua. That's you. Those weren't my men. Then who were they? They were no common bandits. Why can't we just say they were Gathwin's on Gathwin's accord? Anyways, if this happens again, it's not on my orders. You heard it directly from me. Say we believe you. What about what we've lost? What about my crops? And my goods? And the families of my gods? Oh, bloody hell. So I could keep the money. But that won't really do, you know? Leave before I hang the lot of you from Caed Nua's walls. I don't care about your idiot son or your trade goods. Get out of my keep. I'll make these men face justice. You count on it. Well, that's not okay. I'll go with the aggressive. Leave before I hang the lot of you from Caed Nua's walls. The ground mutters, but avoids meeting your eyes as they disperse. I have other troubles than bloody peasants. Marshal Orvin. Ah, angry mobs, the inevitable thorn in every ruler's side, eh, Instead. What brings you to Caed Nua? They are good people, can't blame them for reacting that way. I was merciful this time. I've no doubt that before long these peasants shall fear the name Insti. For now, the peasants will have to wait. I have the news about Lord Cathbin. Let's discuss it in the Great Hall, away from curious ears. So yes, we've been turned very evil with these peasants. You say, power corrupts. Anyways, let's follow the Marshal Forvin. Yeah, the benevolent and diplomatic doesn't really do. Of course, I could have walked away, you see. But I was supposed to be evil, so let's at least try. Aggressive haven't gone up. Is the 4 maximum? It might be. So, okay, let's talk so we can move on. Lord Insti. Yes, we talked outside. Please continue, man. I've received word that Lord Cathbin is amassing an army of mercenaries near Yenwood field. It appears a peaceful claim to Caed Nua is no longer possible. The Earl sent me to aid you in forming your own force to counter this threat. I'm here in advisory role only, of course. The Earl won't officially take sides in this dispute. So why won't the Earl officially legitimize my claim? It is a delicate situation. Legally, Lord Cathbin's claim is just, and he knows it. Stripping land and title from a noble family is quite dangerous, perhaps more so than killing the man outright. With Cathbin's dead, the Earl only need worry about blood vengeance from family members that actually cared for Lord Cathbin. Those, if court gossip is to be believed, are few and far between. Losing family claim to land and title, though, such dispute incite hatred from entire clan and their political allies, not to mention the unease it causes amongst the other nobles. Wars are started for less. No, if Cathbin is to be denied, it will be you who must prove your legitimacy to the Earl and all others who would dispute your claims. This is what it means to be noble in the Durwood. Thanks you for your education. If there's anything else you wish to know, please ask. How much time do I have? Enough. It is rumored Lord Cathbin will suffer a series of unfortunate and completely unforeseeable setbacks before his army is complete. Still, I'd not tarry long. So pretty much it means, well, they won't attack until I decide to do something. I'm fairly certain. I have a fortress with strong walls. Why not let Cathbin's army come to me? Yeah. Lord Cathbin isn't fool enough to risk tearing down Caed Nua just to kill you, and if you shield yourself behind these walls, he'll have free reign to torment your subjects in the countryside. Well, that is true. Earl Bardemal will see your inaction against Lord Cathbin as a sign that you're unwilling to perform your duties as a Lord of Caed Nua. Losing his support will have dire consequences. Taking the fight to the Lord Cathbin is your only option. And my army, let's talk about it. The Marshal. Where am I getting my troops? I've sent out a call for volunteers from lands around Caed Nua. Hopefully people will realize that being under your rule is preferable to Lord Cathbin's. Any hireling stationed at Caed Nua will also accompany you to the battle, so I suggest you acquire as many of them as possible. I received a missive from the Knights of the Crucible. They've heard about the situation and will send a squad of their finest knights when the time for battle comes. I believe it or not, but your friends in Flames that Whisper clan have heard about your trouble with Lord Cathbin. Matron Beregan said something about a vision. In any case, a messenger from Storwood said that Beregan is sending some of her clan to your aid. What's the status of my regular troops? Too green and too few. If you go up against Lord Cathbin, losses will be heavy. However, victory is still possible. So we need to recruit veteran troops. I know a company or two of veterans that would be willing to join us for a bit of coin. I'd say 10,000 coppers should cover the expenses. Well, that's cheap. Let's go with that. And to be honest, yeah, I was thinking that maybe the coins should go a little lower if they die, but 10,000, nothing at this point. So let's go with that. What special allies do I have available? The Knights of the Crucible will reinforce your infantry. Several Crag Ogres from Flames That Whisper clan will join with your infantry. I'm guessing there will be more possibilities, depending on your choices what you do. Maybe if we continue main quest, we could find for a few more. That's all for now. I'll make a save. And we actually try that now. But Skulls for Mother. Oh, right, this was the well. Okay. Devil of Karak explored the ruins of Ibral's well extensively and found wide array of dangers in the ancient city's crumbling homes and palaces. Though the Bugra had always been hostile to outsiders, Devil of Karak was able to speak with them and realized that they were being mentally controlled by someone else. The source of the increased attacks was an Orlan cipher who had been disowned by her father and subsequently banished from the twice-split arrows. Especially skilled at mental domination, the cipher was using the Bugra, her children, to make small fortune on unlucky travelers. However, once Devil of Karak drew her out into the open, the overconfident cipher was quickly defeated. In the cipher's lair near the heart of Ibral's well, Devil of Karak discovered a grisly treasure, a necklace that the Bugra had formed from teeth of the Orlan's murdered father. Yummy. Grand Rot Skull charges remaining 4 plus 18 fortitude. Oh, nice. I'll save that for later, I guess. And yeah, that's it then. Wait, Marshal to... I'll need an army of my own. Marshal Forbun will assist me in the logistics of it all, coordinating things at the Great Hall in Caed Nua. He'll wait here until I command my army to march to Yenwood Field. My allies in the Knights of Crucible will send some of their veteran knights to aid my infantry, assuming I remain in their good favor until the battle. So, if for somehow I lost the standing with them, they don't send them, okay. Mitern Baragan has promised to send some of ogres my way to aid my infantry. So let's make a proper save, and I'm just going to test the fight because again I'm pretty much over level at the moment for these things. I'm fairly certain because well, I'm not fairly certain. I'm certain because we're level 16 and we wouldn't be here if on this level if we haven't done the DLC. So I'm fairly certain we have a good chance to deal with this with the groups we have. At least I believe so. So we will try it now. I'm just trying to think what else could we summon to our help. Maybe if we continue main quest, we could find people from Clîaban or Twin Elms that could help us. Maybe. But anyways, I digress. Let's see. It's time, Marshal. Assemble the army and march to Yenwood Field. Excellent! Morale is high and the troops are eager to follow you to glory. Are you certain you wish to march? On a second thought, let's hold off for now. Yes, I'm sure. Give the order. As you command, I'll march the army to Yenwood Field. Will you be accompanying us? Yes, let's march. Onward to the glory, or something like that, hopefully. As you crest a small hill overlooking Yenwood Field, Lord Catwin's army is a flurry of activity, scurrying to and fro. Even from this distance, you can hear the drums of war beating their steady cadence, designed to intimidate their foes while organizing the rank and file into battle formations. Marshal Forum approaches. You arrived just in time. Lord Catwin's forces are beginning to move. An attack is imminent. Let's inspect our forces. Local militia constitutes the majority of the army, but veteran soldiers have organized the ranks and walk amongst the young, unseasoned warriors offering advice or the occasional joke. Amongst the young, unseasoned warriors, yes. They cheer, striking sword to shield as you pass in thunderous approval of their lord. Among the troops, a small group of warriors shine brighter than the others. Crucible knights, standing tall in gleaming plate armor and armed with spear and shield, they stand at attention, spear centered as you pass. I'm kind of interested. I have no recollection. If you choose dominals, they probably sent someone, and with dozens also. I can't remember who they send because, like I said, last when I played this completely through, I choose dominals because I was playing rogue, but I have no recollection who they sent. Anyways, I digress. Let's continue. You pass a group of crack ogres working themselves into a frenzy. They carve jagged wounds across each other's chest and back their war cries echoing throughout the camp. Your troop give them wide berth. Well, they better give, because, you know, ogres. So, any idea what Cadmin is planning? Marshal Fervent strokes his chin. His ultimate objective is to face you in a battle, to be seen defeating you. I doubt he's foolish enough to challenge you to single combat, of course. Well, of course, I was just thinking that we should challenge him to the single duel. Well, actually, we should challenge him to the single duel in open, and if he doesn't, well, that he would be seen as a coward. Sound the horn, Marshal Fervent. It's time to finish this. Marshal Fervent begins barking orders and your troops quickly form up. Cadmin's army follows suit as Aether and war drums echo across the field. Within few moments, the Marshal raises a brass horn in the visage of a mighty boar with his lips. He looks at you expectantly. For Caed Nua sent the Aether and dogs to Berat. Tonight, ravens will feast on our enemies, while we drink and revel in glorious victory. That's passion. We can't hear that. Raise your weapon above your head and scream at the top of your lungs. Well, let's go with that. Your troops bellow across the field, pounding the weapon to shield as the Marshal's horn sounds like. Yeah. Dozens of bowstrings twang in unison behind you as the archers unleash a hail of arrows at Cadmin's army. The missile hissed through the air with deadly accuracy, felling scores of enemies. In a bold move, Cadmin points his sword towards your position, giving an unheard order. His infantry shield raised charged the field. Your infantry charges headlong into the enemy infantry in the center of the field. The cacophonous sound of metal on metal is nearly deafening as the two forces collide. The fighting is fierce, and the screams of the dying numerous, led by veteran warriors, rally to your cause. The troops fight valiantly and appear to be holding their ground. The battle thus far appears to be a stalemate. Then a group of Aether and battle mages emerges from behind the enemy lines. They begin weaving their hands in unison with practiced precision. Suddenly, waves of arcane fire erupt amongst your troops. The acrid smell of smoke and burning flesh is nearly overwhelming. From the left flank, a unit of Rauatai berserkers clad in the plate armor and wielding great swords begin to collapse the left side of the line. The ground is thick with the dead as they press their advantage. Meanwhile, bleak walker paladins dressed in dark armor and carrying sword and shield stride back and forth behind Cadmin's lines, rallying his warriors and exhorting them to fight harder. As the battle rages, Marshal Fervent looks to your orders. Take out the berserker. We need to deal with those battle mages. Bleak walkers must study the battlefield. Your troops fight bravely and your lines are holding for the moment. Catwin's army is slowly pushing you back and the casualties are mounting. Defeat is likely. Deal with the battle mages. What's your plan? Send in the Crucible Knights. The Knights lock shields and drive forward in the wedge formation through the enemy lines. The formation allows them to penetrate the line quickly but leads to heavy losses. As they reach the battle mages, the formation falls apart. The battle mages cease their magical attack against your lines as the remaining knights put them to the sword. But you fear the maneuver has sealed the grisly fate of your last knights, okay? And Bleakwalkers must die. Marshal Forward avoids the incoming arrow before us. And how do you plan to do that? Sound the charts of our for our ogre allies. The crack ogres charge the Catbin lines in a blood frenzy. Using their size, the ogres leap over the enemy lines, ignoring grievous wounds. While many fall, nearly doesn't reach the Bleakwalker ranks. Now preoccupied with the ogres, the Bleakwalkers can no longer support the center of the line. Within moments, your own forces surge forward as the Catbin lines begin to falter. As the battle rages, Marshal Forward looks for you to orders. Take out the berserkers. Wait, what? Oh right, we have the berserkers. Can we do that? Marshal, we have no allies available to throw against them. Only hope is to break through the Catbin's line and kill him. Okay, so charge. So I'm guessing there has to be at least one group we missed, definitely. As the remainder of your forces charge, a horn sounds in the distance, and a contingent of warriors crest nearby hill. As Catbin's reinforcement charge headlong in the fray, his other troops cheer triumphantly. Shouts of joy soon turn to roars of dismay as the new arrivals begin attacking Catbin's infantry. You make out the figure of Captain Emery leading the charge in her dark armor. She kills one of Catbin's men with the well-aimed pistol shot before running another through with the gleaming rapier. She fells one foe another after another, pausing briefly at one point to salute you with her sword from across the battlefield. As the battle rages, your forces are clearly winning the day. Catbin's army begins to collapse. Isitoris! Lord Catbin strides through the carnage, his elite guard accompanying him. I'll not have you take this victory from me. It's time I put you down like a dog you are. Here I am. Let's finish the salute Catbin with your weapon. Why? Point your weapon at Catbin. Point at Catbin, then make a throat-slicing gesture. I just point your weapon at Catbin. Okay, so what do we have here? Where's Catbin? War dog. I can't really. There's the Catbin. Sorry. So that is my main objective. Okay, so far so good. Where did he go? Battle mage still there. There you are. And there you go. I have. Okay. Now let's just do everything we can, like so.
Your thoughts must flow deeply indeed.
Deeply indeed. Wait, is this what I'm looking for? Puppet master? Bloody hell. I hate when, as you can see, she can't do anything now. Well, that's okay.
What?
So I'm guessing you're not. Now, can we now do something, please? Well, we don't want to. You can't control that. You could probably. Yeah, that works. Yeah, the group battle is a bit of a problematic, of course, because there's so many your own and so many enemies, and everything is a bit hectic.
Love.
But again, this is just cleaning up. I kind of have a recollection it wasn't as easy when I last time played, but again, I wasn't playing. Then I didn't have the DLCs, and because I got the DLCs much later. Lord Cathwin lies dead before you, his army scattered, bloodied, and exhausted. Your remaining troops look to you, swords raised high in victory, chanting your name. That's good. And continue. Holding the hem of his robe as he steps over several bodies, Chancellor Varin approaches you. Although his face is pale and he looks as if he will be sick at any moment, he forces a smile. Lord Insti, while I'm grateful this dispute is finally over, it is regrettable so many lives were lost in the process. Cathwin should have just been reasonable from the start. He gags involuntarily as his silk boot brushes against a severed head. In any event, as the legal arbiter of the Earl Valdemar, I'm here to inform you that you have been declared a Thane of the Dirwood, and Caed Nua has been recognized as your domain. It shall forever be thus, and will pass down to any descendants you may have in the future. Of course, now that your claim has been upheld, you are expected to forward a small portion of any taxes you collect to your rightful lord, Earl Valdemar. Sounds reasonable. Tell Earl Valdemar that I'm grateful for his assistance. I'll make sure his taxes are collected with regularly. No, not stoic. I've done all the work and I'll keep all the taxes defined by extraordinary negative. I just nod, yes, that's how it goes, yes. Well then, if everything is in order, the Chancellor clears his throat. It appears my work is done. Feel free to visit the palace if he steps in a pile of entrails with a wet squeeze as he turns to leave. On a second thought, I'll come visit you. Yes, perhaps in a year or 3. Lord Insti, Marshal Forvin, it's been an honor to serve you. I'll be making my way back to Geyran's grasp. The Earl has some urgent business for me there, unfortunately. Should you ever find yourself that far north, feel free to call on me. I'd love to trade war stories with you over a cup or two. He grasps your hand briefly in a firm, crisp grip and then turns on his heels. Can I loot the bodies, please? Where's... Okay. You go there. So, fine. Ring of unshackling, blunting belt, Gaspin family signet, yes, cloth of protection. Is that it? Ogre might. Yeah, this definitely would be a harder fight if you are not over leveled. And of course, well, difficulty of course also matters, but I was definitely over leveled. Again, like I said, when I first played, I'm fairly certain it was a bit harder at that point. So, nothing. Grants Lord's authority once per stronghold turn. So what does it do? +5 might, +5 resolve. Immunity charms and dominate for 30 seconds. Speed instant. Okay. The effect is something I probably wouldn't use because it's always the thing that maybe not this time. So suppress affliction, we don't need that. Any spells? Definitely no. Oh, I didn't check it. 12. Bloody hell. I think it was this. But I'm fairly... yeah. Ogre might... no need with that either. How much we need experience to her to quite a lot. Well, that's okay. That's the Battle of Yenwood. That was easy for now. Why the skull won't follow me? I have no idea. I guess I go back to Caed Nua, sleep, and then we continue the main quest. Yeah, at least third group was missing from
This place,
me.
as beautiful as it can be with the absence of children.
And that is done. Grieving Mother, Valagina, Twin Elms, Long Hunt, Twin Elms, Trials of Durance. Well, he will talk once he talk. So, first things first. Rest. Mechanics. Done. And we can now go to Clîaban Rilag. I think that is the last thing we need to... Well, not last... Well, last thing of these... Lerenki things for now. Okay, Lagertha finishes escorting Supplicant. That's nice. Yeah, travel to Clîaban Rilag. Bad Miles showed me where... Yeah. Steer clear of clanfather and tribes guarding the ruin. So we do know that we can go there from here. I check the bridge, but if they attack me, I will load because I kind of don't want to fight with them, maybe. But if there is a way to talk to them now. Leofhota. The time of word has go. Okay, so we can't talk to them. So either I kill them or not. We're not gonna kill them. We go here. A broken bridge lies before you. Most of it appears to have crumbled into the river centuries ago, leaving two jagged ledgers on either side of the water. You see a yawning passage into the mountain on the other side. You might be able to jump across the gap. Oh, jump. You clear the gap without incident. Nice. I can't check that. Okay, in we go. Through Death's Gate, find the signs of the Lerenki within Clîaban Rilag. Well, that shouldn't be too hard if I'm correct. Wait. Okay, level 1, so they're definitely... This is quite dark. I can't really make out anything. Okay, a little bit more, please. Yes. I hear... Ah.
Let's go.
My mind feels sharp as steel.
That doesn't feel right.
What are you complaining at? Black ooze. Well, we are going to deal with that.
Let's go.
Okay, I'll deal with that.
I'm here.
Shoot. Shoot. Oh, right, you can shoot too. I totally forget.
Get on!
Yeah, this might be quite fast, so I really have to remember that if I can... scale the Act 3, I probably might want to do that. Unless I want to get the game through quite fast. Swamp Lurker. So like Forest Lurker, but on the swamps.
Let's get a good shot with this.
They're immune for something. It's probably nothing, but... Nope. We go with this. Oh, he's just down. I'm kinda curious, what would Stasis Shell? Time Parasite. amplified, manage target's elementals. Okay. Disintegration burns away the ethereal sinew that holds together the mind, body, and... So what does it actually do? Ooh. That sounds nice. Let's try that. I had no idea if we managed to do that. I guess we did.
Got him. Got him.
You know, attack.
Whose side are you on?
Oh!
Oh, stop whining, Ada. Swampler. Oh, it's over there. Okay, fine.
Let's go.
Dead on!
Steady does it.
And that is Adra, yeah? Yeah. With the deal...
See now what the flame has shown us?
Thank you. Again, of course, there's a bit of a dilemma with the DLC that is put in between the main stories. Is that characters do level up, and of course, as the
How may I help?
level cap is increased, that definitely makes things a bit easier. Okay.
Curses!
Oh, Durance! What the hell happened to you? Okay.
Stop that.
He took a quite a beating there. That is a corrupted druid. Okay.
Let's go. Let's go. That's it.
Yeah. This would be a bit different. If we hadn't done them DLC. More druids.
Arthur Worthen Rock.
Well. Done now. Ah. Okay, more druids, more people. Yeah. So it's almost like I'm playing easy, although I'm playing normal. Never could cause accord with the chiefs. Wait, what? Can a people find order when sunset brings darkness but never map in the star sky? Okay.
Steady does it.
And that would be fine. Fine hatchet. Indeed, fine. In a maze-like area. I... Never the spy and always the flesh are people of lowered eyes. So there's something in the middle, but I kind of want to see where's the area that continues.
See now what the flame has shown us?
Okay, sporlings. I'll attack. Ah. So I'll attack there. You'll attack there. Now, shoot. And dog could actually attack that too if he can. You are bloody hell. Confused as usual.
How may I help? Aztec worth and wrath!
Well, fortunately he's so confused he's attacking enemies. Oh, everybody. That, well,
My mind feels sharp as steel.
good. Sharp as steel.
Let's go.
Oh, bloody hell, crap. And, battle mode? Okay. No, we're not. Ah, bloody hell.
Light, flame, and sound. We'll keep to ourselves.
Yes, yes, yes. We have traps. Now, Durance, do your work. Oh, no. Okay. Fortunately, no one did activate the trap.
That's settled.
So there's the stairs. Did you know, show it on the map? Okay, you don't. So... oh, there's a body over there. There, I mean. Now, we'll have to check the middle area. Then there's that area. Kinda interested to see. I can't really make out. Everything is so dark. So dark. Quick save.
Keeping quiet.
Black ooze.
Let and the fire
And
shall
traps.
be something new.
Well, that's one way to deal with the traps, yes. Okay.
Nice and slow.
Now to check this before we go through the door. Tight hallways, always nice. Oh, yeah. That figures. I hear a thumping noise. That means troll. Yeah.
That's it.
And there's no troll.
Laying low.
And how can the people of virtues resist the profane and lawless? Where can the elm dig its roots that the storms cannot wash them out? That almost sounds like Durance's ramblings, if I'm honest. Now, what? Okay, that will lead us where? Outside? Okay, I'm gonna make a quick save and check. I kind of wish the map would say where the point leads. But I guess it's outside. Well, it is outside. It's got to be so. Oh, sorry guys. We're back inside. I don't want to cause any trouble. So fortunately, they didn't notice anything at all. Now the next point is, of course, here. Question is, how do I get there? Nope, don't sneak. You don't need to sneak or search anymore. If there are traps, we already set them. Oh no, difficulty 7. However, I do manage.
That's settled.
Animat, okay. I'm fairly certain we don't need to be fancy with this. And you can shoot the third one.
That's it!
Yeah. Hungering always for nations and gold, they were ruthless and fearless. What is that? Tiny animate. A pet. Whether experiment or accident, this minute animate seems to function normally despite its size. It blazes with soul energy. Nice. And Sura's supper plate. One-handed, small shield deflects and retaliation. Character hitting self. Okay. Stolen from the table of ogre matron Sura by Baron Dulka, Dulka, after he infiltrated her compound to assassinate her. Sura's supper plate became the assassin's running joke. In the moment of his triumph, Baron pulled the iron blade from under the matron's lifeless head and held it up like a shield. Thinking himself quite clever, he took the plate and several Sura's eating utensils to local blacksmith and had a shield fashioned from them. The sharp blades protruding from the front of the shield prove an excellent deterrent against foes at close range. And Baron took to wielding it regularly until he lost his shield, his arm, and his life to Sura's daughter. Right. So that's it. Okay. Nice. Nice, I guess. What is this place? Or is it something that we can only access on the other side? Basically, we have to go to level 2 and... unless there's something... Again, it's so dark, I can't really make out of anything. No, that's not a door. Okay. And that's debris, but there's nothing over here. I don't know. This is darker than usual. And that is... No, we can't go through there. So is it we go level 2nd and then from there maybe? I have no idea. Well, I'm fairly certain we can always come back. But again, I'm fairly certain also that Durance would find anything hidden here. As he is quite good at the finding secrets now. Not the best, but at this time of a game, I would hazard to guess there won't be something that requires mechanic 15. After all, this is late act 2. So there's that. Anyways, let's go down the stairs and see what we can see. Well, it is at least a little bit brighter, yeah. Open Rilag, level 2. Okay, we have a huge door here. A series of pictographs, simple but clear, are carved on a column in this alcove. Figures of men and women with their arms raised are carved into the top of the column. Suits of armor in the same pose have been chiseled into the bottom. Yeah, I kind of wish we could change how long these tips show. Because again... oh, it's a difficulty 7, so we could find a key probably, or try to lockpick it. Well, we probably find the key whilst we going through the... A phantom, yes. Oh, you know what we could try? Is that that is a spirit. So what I'm gonna do now is I'm gonna try... Abjuration. If we have the time. We don't have the time. Unless... Did I use it? Insti there is crits phantom for 0.0 raw damage, additional destroyed phantom. Okay. Okay, okay. So it definitely worked.
That's it!
Dead on!
But I think it's overkill, especially now. Adra grows from central pillar and seems to spill down the steps. Luminous egg-shaped stones are nested with the rippling Adra. Adra. I don't know. We'll go with that. Hello. Vessel. And
That's it!
scenes from a battle appear on the screen. An army of men in loincloths and hides is gathered, dwarfed by a dozen full suits of armor that loom over them. In the descending images, the armors crush the army. I don't know why it showed, because I didn't click that, but okay.
Slow and silent.
Oh, we're paused. Nice. Wait, what? Where are you coming from?
Dead on!
I did it again. Why did it? Did I somehow manage to go past an
I'll see
animate
what I
that
can find.
I don't know anymore. It is weird. It's been one of those days, apparently. Bit reddish hue, more animates, yes. You are Atra animate. You're a bit different. I'm gonna deal with you. And you can deal with him. And we'll see. Help Ada.
Dead on!
That's not.
Yeah. Oh. Bloody hell. What was it? It was a necklace, but I have no idea. Summer solstice, maybe? Damage reduction, grant sunbeam. Or unwavering resolve? I don't know. Or this. The core. This is it probably. +2 perception. Yeah, I'm fairly certain it was this. Okay. Yeah, the recognizing the stuff just by looking it is a bit hard because there are so many similar looking items. And one thing I also want to point out when we're dealing with because these Night Shroud, Soulbound, Mace one-handed, and Green Soul Staff, Soulbound. The annoying part is they are not the same color. They are grayish hue, and these basic exceptional fine and whatnot are bluish hue, but they are still, when you selling fast and checking fast, you can mistake these two quite easily. But yeah, minor nitpicks.
Laying low.
So, oh yes, there's an animate. I know more animates.
Dead on!
First one is dead already.
That's not very helpful.
No, it isn't. Yes, I don't know what's not helpful. Images of men and women swinging hammers and heating iron over a forge fill this alcove. Nice. So that's it. Well, I guess we might try and open this door.
Keeping quiet.
Oh, I think I see. Okay. Now that's looking nice. But we are not concentrating on that just
A
yet.
simple test.
Because of course we're gonna check the other way.
Settled?
No! Sorry, open this door. No, no, no! Guys! Guys! Come here! What the hell are you doing? I think a few of them didn't realize to... Well, I clicked the door, so that was the problem. And when the door closed, they probably did what they could. Okay, anyways, I digress.
Now this I haven't seen before.
Yeah. Work it. Deal with that, please. Any more traps? No, but there's a phantom, yes.
Dead on.
There was a phantom, yes. No more phantoms. Well, a few more. Quite a few more, actually. Let's see.
Attack!
Oh, it did
Settle.
only work for one, I guess. The pictograms in this alcove portray a procession marching to an altar. A lone figure lies upon the altar, and another member of the procession drives a dagger into his heart. Something flows from the dying man into white stone perch above the altar. Well, if I had to guess, I would guess that something spilling down his blood. Time must wail to the godless. No blessing to reap and no mercies to sow.
Keeping an eye out.
So there's, there's a sacrifice over there, I would imagine. Yeah. Oh, hello there. Oh, there's a will-o-wisp. There was a will-o-wisp.
That's it!
More animates. So, yeah. Indeed, there's a door to middle.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for it.
Let's go!
Okay. Come on. Sometimes this... Okay, fine. 4 egg-shaped stones sit atop short, narrow pedestals. All face an altar in...
Yeah.
Okay, come on, seriously. Can I see it from here? All face an altar in the middle of the room. These are kind of annoying too. Just to... Because you don't know where your character wants to go when you click it, and of course, then there's that problem. The images this alcove depicts a row of pale stone. Okay. Pale stone surrounding a suit of armor. Something flows from the stones into the armor, imbuing with the golden halo. Well, it could be also a soul that lives from the body and goes to the armor, as of course these are imbuing animats with souls. That is also a possibility, not just blood. Let me check this. Columns are hieroglyphs, so men and women standing in a line of descending into a pool. The figures that emerge below it stand with outstretched arms and then trifling Syrian expressions. Okay. Just attack.
That's it!
We don't need to do this fancifully, we just need to deal with these. Okay, we got a pool here. Leaving their bodies to offer their souls and forsaking the weakness of flesh and enfeebling of bone, the barbarian godless succumbed at last. Right. A man and woman carved from lustrous adra pour the contents of a vase was at their feet. Okay. So, let's see what we can... Invitation key. So that would probably open the middle door. But that's still weird because I don't think we needed the keys to these doors. Anyways. At least... Nope. You don't need to lockpick these, so... What are you? Oh, rain blight. Small rain blight. Okay.
You have to get a shot with this.
Same. So now we have this mill thing to inspect. A man and woman guard from Lustrous Airport content. That's the same we already seen, but bit bigger.
Let's go.
Dead on!
Although it's nicely green.
That's it.
Oh, the keys for this, of course. Okay. That makes more sense. That makes more sense then. Yeah. Fine. So, have we checked everything? We have, I think. Okay, we saw some hooded guys, and this is taking us up. So this will take us to the other side. We saw. I'm fairly certain. Also, we are doing quite a lot of progress in this episode because we're so over leveled. We can pretty much breeze through for now.
If secrets whisper here, I shall listen for them.
You are not an enemy. You are some kind of a already dead vessel, like in the first machine we saw. Oh, there's... Okay, we probably don't want to go there just yet. More sacrifices, yes. Ah. Do you have anything on your person? No. A haze of essence lingers over the body, as faint and insubstantial as a dust plume in a rider's wake. Yet as you draw closer, whispered instructions echo in your ears, and anticipation warms your blood. In a vision, you see the same stone machine you approached moments ago, but from a different height and angle, as if through different eyes. You'd heard rumors that some of your brethren were sent here months before, yet you see no sign that anyone has been here. In fact, the cobblestones are covered in a fine layer of dust, ash. You know suddenly what this will cost you, and you are ready. The orders were clear. The effects of the machine in Clîaban Rilag were wearing off. A child had been born not far from Durford recently, its soul intact. The machine would need to be reactivated. You and your companions take up your positions. You share a final look of affirmation between yourselves. They don't know your name and you don't know theirs, but you know that you're doing the work of the guards together. None of the rest matters. Two cart bands of stone in the middle of the machine grind into a motion. They rotate in opposite directions, picking up speed until they spin like freshly greased carriage wheels. A wind shrieks through the cavern, accelerating with the stone rings. You press your hands to your ears and grit your teeth against the noise. You're about to shut your eyes when you glimpse new movement. Rows of triangular flaps around the machine open like the petals. You don't know what's happening in the machine, but you feel a tingling at your extremities. Searing pain spreads through your body, a hot knife separating every tissue and ligament within you. Oh, that sounds painful. All the while it feels as if you're falling toward the machine, your stomach mashed against your spine. What happens next is too fast to process. You awaken from the vision to find yourself kneeling and gasping for air. Holding your head, you let the tiles between your knees gradually come into focus. As you catch your breath, you remember the strange scene you saw outside Silant Lees, where several robed figures fell amidst the howling bivouac. Looking at ash scattered across the cavern floor, it is apparent that the leaden key has been doing this, whatever it is, all over the Yenwood. Do we really need to... Okay, yeah. Also, a vision of letting agents surrendering their souls to Ingrid and machine in Clîaban Rilag. They perform the same ritual I witnessed outside Siland Lees, which means they must be doing this all over Yenwood. The thoughts of one of the agents suggested that they were there to ensure that infants in the area would be hallowborn. Earl collected 39, well that's cheap, we still got something. We lost more to the bandits than to Earl. That's unfortunate. Liminal spaces, rewards 50% experience, ethereal helm, grand item. Oh nice, grand item. 1 to 2 major items. 1,000 to 3,000 copper in treasure, expires in 25 hours, sorry. The Valian animancer Aceta, known for the extensive work into the properties of living Adra, caused a huge stir in Piacep when she claimed to her colleagues that she believed all living Adra is interconnected within the heart of air itself. The claim alone was not that scandalous, but Aceta boasted that she had created a device that allowed her to physically travel along the pathways of living Adra down toward their source. The things she claimed to see caused an uproar amongst the more religious animancers, many of whom found the statement blasphemous. A few days later, Aceta was nowhere to be found and her home had been thoroughly sacked. Some fear that she was killed for her boasts. Others fear that her statements were pure fact, that Aceta escaped the wrath of her colleagues by using her invention to permanently step in the between. And who would I want to send? I'll send... I'm thinking Devil of Karak, but also tempted to send Kana. Devil of Karak. Okay, so what? Okay, that's nice. Death's Gate, so we done with that, and now we have to go inform Lady Webb what we found, and that's about it. There's nothing else to do. So, moving on. We don't need to sneak anymore, I don't think so. You hear running water and see a small stream that carves its way into the mountain. Inspect the stream. A shallow bottom flickers and wavers just under the water's edge. As you look toward the tunnel, the bottom disappears into the darkness. From here, it is impossible to tell how deep the stream is. So I guess we have to go through this. But before we do that, I'll take a quick break, getting something to drink. So I'll be right back. So, let's see where the water currents take us. Wade to the tunnel. You take slow, sloshing steps toward the mouth of the tunnel, holding yourself upright while the current tugs at your legs. The cold water leaves you gasping, and as it rises past your waist, you fight to control your breaths. The stream bed soon drops out from under your feet, and the current pushes you toward the tunnel with growing force. Swim into the tunnel. Well, let's put Ivera's driving helmet and swim into the tunnel. Good thing it can be used to the whole group, apparently. You place the helmet over your head and press forward. It does little to ward off the chill of the stream, but air at least is in plentiful supply. The current pushes you through the tunnel faster and faster, tugging you downward. Over your head, the tunnel narrows and drops, leaving only a thin pocket of air. You take a final deep breath before the current drags you into the depths. Yep, I don't think the text is considering that I actually have the diving helmet on, so yeah, there's that. Rays of light pierce the darkness, but the current is moving too fast now for you to see more than flickering glimpses as you speed by. You keep your hands in front of yourself, focus on avoiding the jagged rocks that appear suddenly in the darkness, jutting from the walls. A light winks at you up ahead. You are approaching it fast, but it looks to be the mouth of a second, smaller tunnel. You might be able to reach it. Well, swim towards the glint, I guess. You wrap your fingers around the rocks lining the tunnel and peer inside. The tunnel comes to a dead end, but something glints among the rocks at the far side. You pull yourself into the tunnel, which narrows as you progress. At the end, you find a skeleton with a handle protruding from its ribs. You pull it free and push off from the wall, propelling yourself back towards the main tunnel. Swirling and tumbling through the darkness of the tunnel, you at least see a halo of light above, and you swim and kick toward it. At last, your head breaks the surface. Crawling out of the water, you look at the cavern around you as you massage, feeling back into your aching, cold-numbed limbs. You have gained an item, the Rose of Salt Hollow. Okay, seems interesting. Let's continue. Oh, I see. So, okay, we're here. Fine. So what did we get? The Rose of Salt Hollow. Unique Morningstar two-handed. 21 to 30 crush damage, deflection 25 corrode damage, 20% damage restored as endurance. That is not bad at all. Wait, Era had a possibility to use Morningstar, I guess. This does a little bit more damage because, yeah, it's exceptional as this is fine. But overall, this would be a bit better. And what about the quality? Huh. I could make it legendary straight away. Why wouldn't I? Do I need Kraken Eyes for anything else? That is a good question. I kind of want to know. Oh, we can't upgrade this, but... No. Oh, we are definitely doing Tidefall. Because, you know, I'm the boss. I'm the boss. So, sorry about that, Eder. You are not getting a legendary, but you will get exceptional. And now let's compare it to what you have at the moment. So, same accuracy, same damage upgrade. Basic damage is same. So, yeah. You'll definitely want to use that if need be. But for now, of course, we are just using the Steadfast. I'm doing a... Yeah, Tidefall definitely does way more damage, as it should, compared to, say, Advanced Redeemer. Again, but Advanced Redeemer destroys Vessel, which is bloody good. But for the day-to-day use, Tidefall is better. By the by, let's see. Can I upgrade your weapon? We can get it to Superb. Sky Dragon's Eye. Where did we get the Sky Dragon's Eye? Does anything else use Sky Dragon's Eyes? Not this, at least. This we cannot upgrade, obviously. And yours? No. I'll have to check, because if I can upgrade it, of course I will. Superb. Sky Dragon Eye. The weird thing is that something we can get more of, or is that it? I don't know. So Sky Dragon, yeah. But we probably keep you using most of the time the Storm Color. now the question is, do I want to upgrade your Flames of Arian? Because we are not using it as often, at least for now. Maybe we wait. Maybe we will wait. What about this? We are, of course, making it exceptional, at least, because why not? So yeah, there's that. And your armor? No. Okay, for now we are going with this. And hopefully this part of parchment or scroll will disappear. Next place will be Defiance Bay. Where do we go? Here. Again, it's bloody dark in here. Fortunately, it wasn't all of the... Same with all of the dungeons. So we now know what the... Well, what Leaden Key is doing, although we don't know why. Well, we kinda do know. Well, we actually do know, yeah. They are trying to keep hollow bones coming. Okay, jump to the other side. You clear the gap without incident. Time to leave. We'll see if we manage to start Act 3 in this episode. I have no idea, but we will find out. Anyways, Divine Space. Wait, where am I going? I'm going to Brackenbury. That's where I'm going. Harling Bay Day, of course. Please disappear now. Oh, thank you. Thank you. So, journal. Lady Webb. I told Lady Webb. Yep. That's the only thing we can do at the moment, so there we go. This should be interesting. I have no recollection what happens next. Come on. Oh, I couldn't. Yeah. Was it over here where she is? Yes, there she is. Hello.
How fares your search?
There is something I tell you about the Leaden Key's operations.
Well, let's hear it.
The Leaden Key is manipulating group of Engvitan machines that span the country, and it seems to be causing the Hollowborn epidemic.
I had feared they might be involved in Widewind's legacy. It seemed too extreme even for them. How naive I've been. The Leaden Key's conspiracy is clear now. They have used Engwithan technology to engineer Widewind's legacy, and they want people to blame Animancy for it. As we speak, the Duke is holding hearings in the palace. He is listening to arguments for and against Animancy. When they finish, he is expected to decide whether to outlaw it. It seems the Leaden Key has been pushing Deerwood down this path for some time.
It definitely appears to be like that, yes.
I, for one, would enjoy seeing their little scheme fouled up at the last moment. Our Duke must hear what you have to say. Unfortunately, the hearings are closed to the public, which makes the Duke inaccessible until they are completed.
Oh, so he doesn't want to hear new evidence? What?
However, certain groups have been invited to attend. You might get in with one of them if you aren't above a little pandering. There are delegations from the Knights of the Crucible, the Dozens, and from House Dominel. If you can gain the support of one of those groups, that may be your best way in. See what you can arrange.
Well, I'm fairly certain House Dominel is out of the questions, and Dozens probably don't like me that much, but Knights of the Crucible, we're best bosom buddies. So I want to discuss the animancy hearings at the palace.
What of them?
Wouldn't they allow a guest of Dunry Drew into hearings?
We would only do that as a last resort. Walking in with one of the 3 invited groups puts you in a position of influence. Walking in alone as a representative of Dunreed Row would earn you distrust among all the rest. It seems our organization has a reputation for nosiness and manipulation, for whatever reason.
Yeah, but I'm guessing you are working for Duke, which would be obvious. You could inform Duke that you have a new important information, and I would be presented as a Duke's investigator or something like that, maybe? I don't know. Anyhow, that's neither here nor there.
It would be best if people did not see Dunreed Row's hand in this. Easier for them to embrace the truth.
What is there to know about the Duke?
Avar is many things to many people, and that is why he sits the throne.
Okay.
To the frontiersmen, he is one of their own. To the patriotic, he is a sole descendant of Admeth Hadrit. To the nobility, he is from an old and established family. All of these are half-truths or exaggerations, a tale he has spun around himself.
Okay.
The man behind the tale may not be the greatest mind in Deerwood, but he knows people. He knows when they are sincere and when they lie. He knows when they are strong and when they are weak. The other matters he leaves to me. Outwardly, he prefers to come off a bit of a simpleton. Don't be fooled. Before he was a duke, he was a trapper, and an excellent one at that.
Okay. So, get invited to join one of the animancy hearing delegations. In order to attend animancy hearings in the palace, I need to be sponsored by one of the 3 main factions represented at the hearings: Knights of the Crucible, House of Dominel, or the Dozens. The Knights of the Crucible have a keep in first. The House Dominel has banner in bracket, but yeah, it's quite empty now. The Dozens are based at the Expedition Hall in Copperlane. So at least this would be the part where you need to tackle with one of the groupings, yes? Wait, did I... Oh, no, that's the right way. So I'll take my leave and go to the Crucible Keep, and once I'm there, we will see you there. So I'll be right back. Okay, here we are. I sold my stuff for Dunstan, but Commander Clîaban, could you please let me go to the hearings? I understand the Crucible Knights are attending the animancy hearings at the palace.
Indeed. Duke Avar looks to the knights for prudent counsel as well as defense. I suspect our future as a city and a nation will depend in no small part on how we handle this matter.
Well, let's ask what he thinks. I'm guessing he's pro-animancy after all. He wanted to use the armor, so let's go with that. Would be fools not to investigate it further. I've seen what those researchers in Brackenbury can do. Building constructs, diagnosing soul maladies, harnessing raw essence. There's a great potential. Detractors say that it's too dangerous, that it angers the gods, superstition and nonsense. There are risks to delving into souls, of course, but the greater risk lies with it doing nothing at all while the legacy eats away at us. Well, he has a point, yes. Tell me about the hearings. They're progressing slower than I'd like. The Dozens raise rockers whether anyone so much as mentions animancy, and the Dominels are obfuscating matters on purpose. Nevertheless, I'm confident Avar will see reason eventually. So I'm guessing Dozens are totally against, Crucible Knights are pro and dominals maybe in between. I need an audience with Duke Eva. I'd like to attend the hearings. And we'll be glad to have you with us. Eva will no doubt find your presence persuasive, and we need all possible support to see that he gives Animancy a fair chance. That would be interesting. To go with the Crucible Knights, but be totally against Animancy. I'm gonna go pro Animancy, but it would be interesting. Lie, indeed, deceptive. So I could lie in here and yeah. Indeed. Was there something else I can do for you? I guess not. Return to Brackenbury. Oh, bloody hell, what the hell? Speak to Lady Webb at Hayward House about attending the hearings. Now that I'm formally invited to Animacy hearings, I should return to Lady Webb and update her on my progress. I have been in... Oh, why do we need this part of the step? Okay. Oh. I'll see you at the Lady Webb's house. Be right back. So, yeah. This part could have been something that we probably could skip. Should have been able to skip because... I kind of think that the idea was that when she tells us that we need to choose one of the groups and get good side with them to let us go into hearings, the idea is that you probably haven't done that at this part of the game, so you would go doing the quests with the Dominals or Crucibles or the Dozens and then come back. But if you have already done them, so you just have to go to the party you want to use to get inside, then you have to come back here, tell that yay, we succeeded. So of course it feels a bit annoying to go through a few loading screens back and forth just to tell him that yeah, we've done that.
How fares your search?
If I'm going to do this for you, I think it's time you told me everything about Theos. Well, at least that. Yes, tell us.
I've told you everything you need to know.
But not everything.
It's only right that you know everything.
Oh no, really?
When I was younger, before Dunreed Row, I had many suitors. These were fine-looking men of good stock. But I could see their thoughts, and they were unimpressive. Boys' thoughts. I toyed with their affections. I resented all of them.
Lady, I don't want to have your whole life story, just tales, please.
And then I met a man whose mind was a mystery to me. But he understood me. He knew me at a glance, told me things I didn't know about myself. He was neither handsome nor charming, but he was all I ever wanted.
I think I've heard all I need to. I guess we're still going. You're talking about Theos?
We made a game of my gift. He would ask me about people, and I would tell him what they were thinking. Sometimes the information was very sensitive. And then one day he asked me if I trusted him. I said I did. Next I knew I was donning a silver mask and swearing oaths to Woodica. Using my gift for the leaden key still felt like a game to me, so I did it. I did it because it pleased him.
But it didn't last.
I don't like living in the dark. It's a powerless, hopeless feeling. Every day I did things without knowing their purpose. Every day I loved a man without knowing his thoughts of me. I sensed that there were things he wanted to tell me. I sensed that he knew everything the leaden key was created to hide. But Theos was unyielding. One day I disappeared without a word. He would kill me for it, and I knew that. It's their rule. I just wanted to see him plunge the knife, because then I would know. But the day never came. He has left me to wonder. I have devoted my years to learning everything I could about him, in hopes I would find some clue as to who he really was, and why he felt he had to keep his secrets locked away. I have precious little to show for it. Just an old woman nagged by old thoughts. And that is truly everything I can tell you about Theos. I hope you will accept this embarrassing story as a show of my good faith.
So what we learned from Theos is, well, he used you, but you still don't know what Lenki is doing or what Theos is thinking. Okay. Thanks, I guess. So I want to discuss the animancy hearings at the palace.
What of them?
Can we finally get there? The Knights of the Crucible have accepted me into their delegation.
Good. Avar Wolfgren looks to the Crucible Knights as a voice of reason and order. Speaking from their section should lend you credibility with him.
I guess so, yes.
You need waste no more time here. Get to the palace. Make your case to the Duke. With him on our side, all of Deerwood can be mobilized against the Leaden Key, and Theos can be rooted out. I only wish I could be there to see it. There is a very old bottle of a very good brandy that I have been saving for a special day. If you hurry back afterward, there may be a little left for you. Off with you. You're going to do very well in there.
First things first, you are certain that everything is going according to plan, that we will mobilize against the Leaden Key, and decide there might be some left. What? Okay. Farewell. So, attend the hearings at the Ducal Palace in the first fires. I should get to the palace in the first fires and attend the hearings as soon as possible. I've been trying to do that. Now we can. So once I'm at the Ducal Palace, we'll see you there. Here we are. So do I need to talk to someone like you? Apparently not. So are we just going straight to here? Justice? A place has been reserved for you on the balconies. That is good. Go to the upper floor. I guess we go to the upper floor then, yes. We received word from Commander Clîaban that he would be attending Insti. The balcony has been open for you. Why did he? Fine. This should be interesting. Duke Eva Wolfgren, the room below, is animated amidst a heated debate. All the representative groups are easily discerned in the crowd. Crucible stiff in their noisy armor sit in one section. In another are well-dressed members of House Dominal. What's left of them? Casual watching with the predator's interest. Still elsewhere are the ramshackle dozens, who have made no special effort to dress up for their liege lord. In their spears are animancers in their academic robes, with expressions either sour or concerned.
Well then, answer me this, Master Barash. If you animancers represent our best hope to cure the legacy, what progress can you demonstrate?
As I've said, it isn't about progress, it's about potential.
My house would agree, Your Grace. We see great potential in its future.
And I suppose your blazing profits during the legacy don't have nothing to do with that, do they, Dominel? You can't have it both ways no more. Animancy goes, or this country goes.
So you admit, Master Barask, that animancy is no closer to stopping the legacy than it ever was.
No, we've had many promising experiments. Cadman Azo has shown...
Cadman Azo murdered a child. For a complete failure. We should be hanging him right now for what he done. The dozens won't stand for it.
The experiment failed, yes, but his work...
His work was sabotaged.
Ah, our new delegate from the Knights of the Crucible. What makes you say sabotage?
I could lie. A rival animancer confessed it to me during an investigation I conducted there. I met false patient in Brackenbury Sanitarium who had tampered with Azur's machinery.
The fuck's that even matter? These are people who would toy with the lives of our children.
Indeed. Even assuming there was sabotage, is this Animancer Azo not still accountable here?
This is not the Belridge incident. This is a responsible scientist who was manipulated. Those who know me around here know me to be fair in judgment. Clîaban Azo should be held innocent. Those who know me around here know me the fair judgment. Clîaban Azo should be held guilty. No, he isn't. This was a responsible scientist who was manipulated. Yes, he is. Clîaban Azo, as ambitions exceeded his ethics. So, this is a responsible scientist who was manipulated. Is a bit more elaborate than this was a responsible scientist who was manipulated. I guess this is maybe true lore or something like that. Of course, I could go those who knew me around here know me to be fair in judgment. I'll go with this is not the Belridge incident, whatever that might be. I'll do it like that. Alan whispers between critically, how can you call him responsible? You saw the state of the sanitarium.
Horseshit! These animancers can't be trusted! Look at what happened in Heritage Hill! Our supposed protectors from Crucible Keep can't even clean up the messes Animancy leaves!
Actually, they can because part of them and I cleaned it up.
Your Grace, we'd have a much easier time of it if our knights weren't so occupied trying to keep their organization from igniting a revolution on our very doorstep.
Darakit does have a point.
Heritage Hill is blood on your hands, Justiciar! You turn a blind eye and look what happens!
I've been to Heritage Hill since the quarantine. Though the knights were unable to control the damage, it was not animancy but an ancient machine that caused it. The Crucible Knights are blameless here. This was not the workings of animancy but an ancient device in their new net. I'll go with the Crucible Knights are blameless here. This was not the workings of animancy but the ancient device in their new net.
You've some strange taste in travels, friend. The height of your tales expands with every breath.
You think some rotting corpse or volunteer card could stand in my way? I earn my answers. My word is my oath. I challenge anyone here to find someone who knows different. Ask around. When I see a problem, I take matters into my own hands. I ask only that you listen to what I have to say. I make your own chair. I'll go. My word is my oath. I challenge anyone here to find someone who knows different.
I had heard whispers of a new delegate set to attend today's hearing. I admit that your candor was mentioned more than once.
Okay.
Tell us what you saw in Heritage Hill.
Their new net houses an enigmatic machine that holds dominion over the flow of souls. It was this machine that made the district undead.
Even if it is as you say, we have testimony that a group of animancers had been spending time there. Surely their tinkering had something to do with this.
I have a reason to believe that there were others at the tower who might have done this. There is no denying that they were studying dangerous machinery they did not understand. Well, I do actually have reason to believe there were others at the tower who might have done this.
Animancy has many enemies. You need only look around this room to see it.
You're missing the point! Everywhere there's animancers, there's disaster!
Right. That's a great argument, yeah, yes.
We all know what Widewind's legacy's really about. And it ain't about some sparkling saint from Creed Ceres who's mad because he took a stroll down the wrong bridge!
So you know what Widewind's legacy really about? Okay, good to know. Could you tell the cure to... wrong bridge indeed. Okay.
It's about a bunch of so-called intellectuals fucking with the natural order while the rest of us gotta suffer for it!
Is it, though? Should we not take the time to reach a clear conclusion? I mean, what proof do we have?
My son and daughter are buried beneath the floor of my house. We don't own no land, so that's where we lay them. My son. My wife let him slip when she was bathing him. Got water in his lungs he couldn't cough up. My daughter? We put her to bed one night, and the next morning she wasn't breathing. This Hollowborn thing, it ain't ending. And it ain't ending because we still let these charlatans play God. There's your proof, you damn copper fucker!
Yes, I do understand your plight, but that's not a true proof.
Enough, Adric. Lady Dominel makes a point. If it's animancy, then why do the other states that permit the practice not suffer the same fate? Who among us can say he truly understands why the legacy has taken hold here?
I know the answer to this, I guess. Not that doesn't apparently doesn't know anything. The grieving mother reaches toward your mind with hers. Bring order to chaos here. I think. The crowd begins to mutter, the sound taking a doubtful character. Right idea, Watcher. Taking this hearing by the curly ones. Don't waste your chance. Well, I don't have anything else except this. I guess there would be multiple different choices if depending on stats and what. Waidwen's legacy is the creation of the Leaden Key. Caed Nua's downfall was their work, as was the tower in Heritage Hill. They want you to do this. They want animancy to fall. The dull muttering expands into a din of skepticism that fills the hall. I have seen them in the ruins of Erklanvad, operating machines that disrupt and redirect the flow of souls, near towns like Gilded Vale and Durford where the legacy is universal. As a watcher, I have heard they did confess their plot. They are stealing the souls of the unborn.
Beasts. Another lunatic at the hearing. Did you remember to lock your sanitarium before you left, Master Barask?
Right. Please, I want only to help Durwood. You want to see crazy? Make one more smart comment just like that. Wait. Isn't Darragut the Crucible? I thought we would be on the same side. Whatever. Birth of invalids until your womb dries for all I care. The rest of these people will hear the truth. Your shame, your order by dismissing the truth before hearing it, madam. I expect better of the Knight of the Crucible. Again, I don't understand. I'm here with the Knights of the Crucible and I'm backing her ideas and she's like, I'm crazy. Okay. If he did, for your husband's sake, I hope he at least left a brothel on. If, as the Duke says, no theory has more proof than any other, what is the harm in hearing one more? Your quips cannot change the truth. Clever, tempting. Rational, definitely I could go. Stoic, also. That cruel is, I think it's a bit too cruel. That's maybe a little too far, a bit too far. Diplomatic I cannot go, of course. Let's go with the clever. If he did, your husband's sake, I hope he's at least left the brothel unlocked. A bigger laugh resounds through the hall. Dara gets cheeks flush, but she says nothing in rejoinder. Yes, honest. Why is it Doug Evers' Wolfprint? A bigger laugh resounds. Okay.
You must know, friend, that the Leaden Key is a mantle for small-time ruffians and children at play. I'm not saying you're a liar. Not yet. But you'd better start making sense of all this. Help us believe you.
The weird thing is, I've been declared as a Watcher, and basically these people should know about Watcher, and... well, whatever. What's more likely, that the gods are destroying Durwood for science practice in many parts of the world, or that group of people hates animancy and wants it suppressed? That is an interesting idea. Deceptive. The Leaden Key is very real. They are Foreigners from Eder and Redseras who hate Dervod and want to see us suffer. Nah. Let's say Lord is a cuckolded by his wife. If he tells her to stop, she'll only want her lover more. But if he spreads a rumor that her lover has just visited a brothel and acquired a pox on his loins, she'll end it on her own. We all want the same thing here. We want Waidwen's legacy to end. If we work together instead arguing, we can stop people who are doing this diplomatic. Clever, tempting, but let's be rational here. So, what's more likely? The gods are destroying Dervod.
Another guess! Throw him out on his ass, Your Grace! He's wasting our time!
No, you are wasting our time because you are making more guesswork than I am. There is no guess. I have seen these people carrying out a mission in the ruins of Air Glanfather.
The Justicia's right! This is sanitarium talk!
You've made an unexpected case, friend. I'll say that much. It seems we have a new possibility to consider, at the very least. How was it you came to learn all this?
The Knights of the Crucible were instrumental in aiding my investigation. I took personal interest in matter and tried to learn what I could. I'll go with the Knights of the Crucible, although I shouldn't, but I guess I need to get some group with me. I'll go with the Knights of the Crucible.
I see. I'm impressed the Knights seized such an unlikely opportunity to find an end to all of this.
I hope Commander Clîaban will have a little talk with that lady there.
But these hearings are about more than Waidwen's legacy, even though that is our most pressing concern. Let's say for the moment that I were to take you at your word that our friends in Brackenbury Sanitarium and their peers bear no responsibility for this curse upon my country. I'm curious, what would you do if you were in my position?
I would allow Animancers to continue their work. They explore questions we all wish to understand. If we know more, perhaps this crisis could have been averted. Animancy should be studied in Dervod. If you don't, someone else will, and they will wield great power over you. The Animancers of Dervod have been given too long a leash. The practices should be restricted and controlled. In truth, I'm not completely confident Animancy doesn't have something to do with Waidwen's legacy. It would be wise to ban the practice, at least for now. As Animancy is too dangerous, we were not meant to use it, and we have proven why we are unworthy of it. It should be outlawed. Yeah, both are tempting. If you don't, someone else will, and they will wield great power over you. Yes, I'll go with that, because that is kind of true. Yeah. Alot shakes his head. Oh, shut up, Alot. Animals serve their own ambitions and their power, their own purses. Giving them this power is like setting a child to loose in an armory. You could change the Animancers to nobles serve their own ambitions, Crucible Knights serve their own ambitions, neighbors, farmers, everybody serve their own ambitions. I do not trust these Animancers, seeking first after gain and glory, but if they can heal our children, I would not hinder them. Again, other people do that too.
Very well. That is all I wish to hear. Not just from you, but from everyone. Many days we've been at this. It is time we put it to rest. I want to thank the delegations for helping me collect my thoughts, and our new delegate who, if nothing else, has made this final day a little more interesting. The time has come to choose a direction for the Deerwood. I am ready to make my pronouncement. Ramir de Barash, representing the interests of Animancers in Deerwood, step forward.
Your Grace.
The arguments for and against Animancy are both strong in their own way. I must be careful in my judgment.
Forgive me, Your Grace. We will accept no judgment but our own.
Oh, great.
What's he doing? No! Avenge the Duke!
No, wait!
Stop this at once!
Well, that one. Right. So I guess that's...
I've given you every chance to end this pursuit. Shall I end it for you? Another time. I am already late.
Oh, I think I'll faint. The words, "Shall I end it for you?" ring in your ear. You find yourself gasping for breath, struggling to keep your own balance. You drop to a knee and watch as Tails hurries out of the building. The world dims around you, and the screams and clashing of weapons fading to silence. All that remains are the words.
Shall I end it for you?
There stands at the pulpit high above an assembly of robed onlookers, you among them, clustered around a wide circular pit carved of stone. He addresses a woman bound backward over a large iron wheel overlooking the great stone moor. Many of the woman's fingers and toes are severed, and the bottoms of her feet are charred black. The skin on one side of her face looks like a melted candle wax, black and red and seeping, and the angle of her back suggests a spine in ruins. Yet, for all that, her expression betrays a little of her anguish.
I am already at peace, Grand Inquisitor. Are you?
Her eyes are barely open, and her words come between strangled breaths, but they are steady, unbroken. I am already at peace, Grand Inquisitor. Are you? Okay.
So be it. If you desire no end, you shall have none. I find you guilty of heresy. May the eternal prison bar your soul from passage, for it is beyond redemption.
He nods to a hooded attendant who begins untying her from the wheel. Dominion of the Sleepers. You open your eyes to the beamed ceiling of the palace's grand entry hall, the clangs of metal striking metal wafted in from outside alongside the cries of the injured as you stagger to your feet. Tars is gone. Aloth hovers over you, very etched on his face. Insti, we've got to get out of here, fast. His eyes dart to the hall. Off the one side, you can hear the clinking rustle of chainmail, and you look over to see a wounded guard slumped against the wall. He is trying to say something, seemingly directed at you, but at first it is too faint to hear. He gathers his breath and manages to rasp out a few words. Lady Webb, she's the only... She must be told. She know what to do. Please find her. Tell her everything. The guard passes out and slides to the floor, still. Return to Brackenbury and tell Lady Webb in Hatred House what happened. To be honest, I'm quite surprised if she doesn't already know, but we are gonna make a proper save. Also, quick save, why not? Am I allowed to take this? I'll take this. It doesn't matter because everybody's dead now. I'm guessing we're not allowed... What? Oh, sorry. I somehow... Unlocking this will require proper key. What is this door? Oh, it does... It just takes us to the side, I guess. There seems to be fire, there seems to be fire and fire, so I guess we have to go through there. That's the only way we can go, okay. You dead mercenaries here and there. I'm fairly certain nobody can really pose a threat to us. Even if they wanted to. Justice a kill commoner. These lot are in league with the Animancers. Okay, yes. Wait. Yeah, it doesn't look good for the commoners. If I completely does. Well, that's enough of that. Although it would be nice to be killing people around here, it's no time for that. We have the time. Oh. And of course. Makes sense. So, Lady Webb, are you still alive or are you already dead? I almost thought we would have to fight through the city. Ah, there's still time to fight, I guess. Well, somebody's been efficient to killing these bastards. I thought you were the best of the best of the best, almost. I guess you weren't. So it doesn't really bode well for Lady Webb. I don't know why I'm stealing these monies, but why not? For everything I can take, I will take. Because why not? Yeah. Did I check? Oh, that was the... Yep, damn. Book. We don't need the book. We will take your fish, though. Thanks. Thanks for all the fishes. Oh, there's one body we didn't check, and the other one here. Every bit of helps. And up we go. Yeah, Aloth is definitely against animancy. Might as well pick the rest of them clean too when because we started it. Scroll of paralysis. Our clan fought part 2, conflict unexpected alliance. There might be something there we can check that once we leave. And lo and behold, she's dead. What a surprise. Everybody else is dead, so why would she be alive? Theos really did get his revenge, I guess. Let's talk to the soul. Lady Webb lies in her bed, an ornate cushion propping her back upright. The blood pool beneath the gouge in her chest is tacky and nearly dry. A shattered glass rests on the floor beneath her dangling hand. You can feel the faint aura of her fading essence in your can. Let's leave. Reach out for it. You make contact and are immersed in a torrent of sensory input and experience. When it comes, you find yourself in the same room, lying in the bed with a glass of brandy in your hand. Through the walls from the street outside comes the sound of screams and shattering glass, and a cacophony of an angry mob. You take a sip and it warms your gullet. Across the room, the door opens behind a patient. Steady push. Into the room walks stairs. And the floorboards creaking beneath deliberate steps. You wait until the last of the brandy has trickled down your throat before you speak.
I was a fool to think I could tame these people.
You came closer than most.
A fine epitaph.
No worse than any.
You are concentrating, focusing with all of your energy. It feels as though you are diving into a stone wall over and over, but it cracks suddenly, unexpectedly, allowing the vaguest wisp of a thought to leak through.
What's in Twin Elms?
Did you pull that from my thoughts?
I've had time to practice.
Ah.
He walks over to a small table and raises half-empty brandy bottle to eye level. He seems to approve of the selection and begins to reach for an empty glass.
I was saving that for someone.
Pity.
He replaces...
You know this is how it has to be.
He replaces the brandy bottle on the table with a care before approaching the bedside. He sits to the edge of the bed next to you. His words come freely, absent of all doubt. He drew a long, curved knife from his belt, smeared with fresh blood. With his left hand, he gently pins your sternum as he raises the knife in the other, its point dangling above your heart.
Prove it.
Dale slips the knife between your ribs and pushes it through. Layers of tissue separate with the brittle, papery stiffness and blood wells up around the blade. A pulse of reflex causes you to drop your glass to the floor, and you hear it shatter. With the last of your strength, you take his knife hand in both of yours, a question radiant in your mind. For an instant, to your great surprise, the pathway to his mind is left open to you, unguarded, and answers come. Simple, cataclysmic in its reordering of your thoughts. As Lady Webb, you feel as though you have an answer you've reached for all your life, but in your own mind, her understanding lies just beyond your reach. You look at Theos with the wide eyes of someone seeing for the first time and draw your last breath as a black, velvety darkness descends over you.
Smoke rises above the city walls in billowing plumes that blacken the sky like a storm. Behind the walls, the riots rage on. Known patrons of Animancy are forced into hiding as looters ransack their estates and make off with their possessions. Animancers are torn away from their families and dragged from their homes to be stoned to death in the streets. Word had spread immediately that Duke Avar had been assassinated, and that an Animancer was to blame. The city wasted little time in exacting revenge, and little effort into evaluating guilt. In the center of it all, Brackenberry Sanitarium burned. And down the lane, Hodred House, the last bastion of stability in the Deerwood, had fallen silent. Now safely outside the city gate, your path points eastward to Twin Elms, where Theos is bound, for reasons that remain mysterious as the leaden key itself.
Okay. The Hermit of the Hatred House. So what's our next step? Deus has killed the Duke and Lady Webb and set Defiance Bay into chaos. Lady Webb saw where he intended to go next, to the city of Twin Elms. It is there I must go if there is any chance of catching him up to him. Lady Webb's last moment, Theos killed her in her bed, but not before she got him to admit that he was headed to Twin Elms. I wonder if she did that knowing that I'd see it. Most likely yes. Okay. So, I think I'll... Why can I... Oh, that's my home is in flames back there. Well, there's quite a lot of burning, I would say. I'll jump back to the... As you cross the bridge, I'll draw up beside you. The fires of Defiance Bay casts a shivering, flickering light across one half of his face. The other is in darkness.
Please stop. I need to tell you something.
This is getting old. Don't tell me you've got another person tucked in away there. Get it, wait. Go ahead. So, go ahead.
I have not been entirely honest about my motives for traveling with you up to this point. When I finished my training in Adir, I was introduced to an organization. All I knew was that they were opposed to the unchecked spread of animancy, and that they could guarantee me postings far away from the Seathwood my father and his earl. At that time, it was enough.
Yay, so you are part of the Ledenki. Great. Is there any reason I don't kill you right about now?
In the early years, I thought of them as many things. Hooded men, prudent teachers, the leaden key. Their rules were strict, but their guidance was clear. I sincerely believed they wanted to keep Kith from the folly of their own foolish ambitions. I came to the Deerwood a little over a year ago. My orders were to gather information on animancy in the region. A senior contact met with me every few months to receive my reports and issue new leads. She sent me to Gilded Vale to keep an eye on events surrounding the local lord, but I lost track of her shortly after that. I don't know if she was reassigned, killed, or sacrificed the way you saw. By the time you met me, I'd been on my own for a couple of months.
What did you want from me? You know I was coming, and you thought I'd make an easy target. Well, let's go with I'd make an easy target.
No, that's not it, I swear.
Well, that's a little late, Alot. You've been lying, you're part of the enemies, you're still basically in Leaden Key, so why would I even trust you anymore?
I needed some kind of direction. And after that scrape with the locals, I was ready to get out of town. But then you mentioned the hooded figures in the machine, and I was sure you were on the trail of the Leaden Key. And I was correct in a way. What we found wasn't what I expected. I knew the Leaden Key was trying to stop Animancy, but I didn't realize how far they'd gone. Murder, sabotage, abandoning entire districts to shambling horrors. And now the whole city is up in flames. I'm still not sure about Animancy, but I know I've been following the wrong master. Please, accept my apology, and my service. Let me fight with you to stop Theos.
Honestly, I kinda would like to choose this, but he's the only magic user we have. Well, sorcerers, and I've been... so tempting, so tempting. I'm finished you've been working for the very people who are trying to kill me, and now you think I'll keep you around. You're even crazier than I thought. I forgive you, Alice, but I want you to be beside me, not behind me. I'm not asking you to trade one master. As long as you don't forget who is in charge, I'm keeping a close eye on you from now on. Yeah, honestly, this would be interesting to do at some point, but like I said, he's the only wizard we have, and pretty decent one at it, so I kind of want to keep him. So yes, as long as you don't forget who is in charge, I'm keeping a close eye on you from now on.
Of course. I shall follow your lead.
Okay, let's go. No. There it is, finally. Stormwall Gorge. Well, I'm gonna jump in Caed Nua anyways, because we are gonna end the episode there, but Stormwall Gorge is the way we need to go to get to the Twin Elms. But that's for the next episode.
Amazing. You could fit a whole village in here.
And yeah, for now, every side quest... Well, we do have bounties, of course, and we could get more bounties from our castle. These are all... Well, hopefully at some point we continue with Grieving Mothers. That's weird we haven't done that, but maybe next time. Palagina Twin Elms. Twin Elms Trials of Durance will happen in due time. Oh, Eda wants to talk. Okay, now. Why do you want to talk?
Say what you want about Dear Woodens. They haven't met the problem yet they couldn't solve by killing some scapegoats.
That is true, yes. You fight for people because you see something there that deserves defending, even more so because someone you trust sees it too. Then you turn around and they do something like this, and the person who made you want to help them is gone. They're doing what they think the gods want them. People never fail to disappoint without guidance. You weren't really fighting for all of them, though. People never fail to disappoint without guidance. Not the ones around here. They are downright regular about it. 15 years ago, they tried to kill all Eotasians. Then the legacy happened, and they're worried that maybe those purges had something to do with it. So how did they fix it? More purges! Never thought I'd find myself missing the hospitality back home. Yeah. Anyway, so next episode, we will continue towards Twin Elms, where we can finally continue a few of the companion quests. Hopefully, most of them. Maybe found new side quests to deal with, and of course the main quests. So that is for the next episode, and I hope you enjoyed this episode, and I will see you next time. Until then, goodbye.